Hey, everybody. Steve McCurdy on Story. We're back today to talk about leadership. Leadership as how you lift. I used to think leadership was about being in charge, the title, the authority, the corner office. But I have learned over time that it's not about being above others. It's about being under them in a way, carrying the weight long enough for someone else to find their wings. I had a really great friend, General Don Wagner. He was a retired Air Force general. And when I met him, he was working with young people. I didn't know he's a general. He just seemed like this wonderful, beautifully goofy guy who had a real heart for human beings. And everybody trusted Don. Everybody loved Don, wanted to work with Don. He had run hospitals in the Middle East, among other things. Now, you might picture a man like that being behind a big desk with a lot of brass on his shoulders giving out orders, but that was not Don. He was a people person when I encountered him, and he had been when he rose to leadership in the Air Force at the head of the hospital during Desert Storm. Every day, he made it a point to meet and touch every person who worked for him every day. That's every nurse, every tech, every cook in the cafeteria, every one of them. And one day I asked him, when did you start checking up on everybody like that in your career? And he went, Steve, I don't check up. I check in. I want to know what's in the way of them being and doing the best they're capable of. I want to know if they don't have something that they need. I want to know what it is that they need someone, even if it's me, to do so that they can do their job better and more effectively. That was Don Wagner. Kind, generous, one of the finest leaders I've ever known. What Don understood was something that most people, I guess, tend to miss. Leadership isn't headship. It isn't about control. It's about connection. It's not measured in memos or budgets or briefings. It's measured in trust, because when you check in, you're saying, I see you, I value you, and I've got your back. The best leaders lift people by giving them the tools that they need, and what they need most: belief, resources, and room to grow. They don't shine brighter so others fade. They share their light until everyone around them glows. I'm a word guy. I love great turns of phrase. Words are so powerful. They are sound symbols, but they then evoke and represent ideas, notions, and they can affect everything that we do, particularly our outlook toward that notion or that idea. One such phrase is, a rising tide lifts all boats. So maybe leadership isn't a rank, it's a posture. Head square, hand extended, heart open. Because when you lift others, absolutely, you rise too. That's Steve on Story for today. Join me tomorrow for day 14. We'll talk about the quiet power of influence, how what you give away may just be the thing that lasts the longest.